the great narrative. It's their narrative of what life happened. Did you know that during the French Revolution, one of the first things they did was get rid of all the calendars? Did you know they declared that year of the revolution as year zero? Nothing happened before the revolution. They were going to rewrite everything and move forward. Okay, that's what's happening here. All the things that you thought you knew, lies. Okay, they've reimagined it. Now they're giving you the new narrative. So let me show you the plan or their design. The elites in Davos, the governments all over the world, envision a future where big government and big corporations control everything. Everything. From the farmer who is involved in food production, to the guy who picks it up in his truck, to the guy who takes it to the cannery itself, to the next trucking agency to take it to your grocery store, to the grocery store. Everything in food production, and I am quoting them, from seed to fork. So they control food production, food consumption. You will eat what they say is okay to eat. The products you need, you can get those, the services and the products you need. This one kills me because, wait a minute, what do you mean by the products we need? And we're a country of wants, and that's so bad. But you know who created that? Woodrow frickin' Wilson with Edward Bernays. Edward Bernays, his quote is, during the Wilson administration, the problem with this country is we're a country of needs and not a country of wants. We need advertising to make us a country of wants. Well, you got your wish. Isn't this great? Now, without talking to us at all, you're just going to shut things off. By the way, in England, the transportation industry, shipping, will be at zero by 2050. That goes into products that you need, travel, cars. You're not going to own a car. It'll be a fleet, I guarantee you. And who do I get that from? 8 years ago, from the head of, which was it, Ford, I think. The Ford Motor Company, the chairman of the board told me that. Cars aren't going to be like anything you think of in 2030. We're going to be making fleets, and you just call a car. Your energy, your air travel. Do you know that they're now starting to tell people which airports are going to be closed? There will only be 2 airports in Great Britain. They're ahead of us. 2. They're just eliminating the other ones, but I guarantee you they are not eliminating the private airports. Energy, services, things that you rent, your daycare. You're not going to have a say in any of this. Education, privacy, and private property. All of that is the plan. Now, here's how they do it. It's control over every aspect of your life. They identify all of the roadblocks for their full takeover. Things like paper money, privately held farm and ranch land, home ownership, private business, and cheap, reliable energy. So what do? Well, the next step is they call for trillions of dollars in government-run social, economic, and welfare programs. Now, this is crazy. Do you remember when Bill Clinton said, the era of big government is over? He was right. The era of huge government is now here. They are forming public-private partnerships between governments and big giant corporations to change the social norms, the things we want, the things that we believe, the things that we say or do. And they do it through DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and ESG, through energy production, consumption, food production, through the Green New Deal and Build Back Better. That's what's happening now. Obamacare. You know, there is a little thing in there that I pointed out in about 2008 or 9. The complete live system where you were going to get help from medicine, when you're prime, between 16 and 40. Once you hit 40, once you hit 55, 60, you get really nothing. And before 16, if you're a baby, you get nothing. That only kicks in, this was their argument. Glenn Beck is such a conspiracy theory. That only kicks in if there's shortages. Oh, well, in America, we'll never have shortages. Except we now do. Third, this was coercion, but I want to talk to you about something that I said when we were here. Cass Sunstein, he wrote the book, Nudge. Nudge was to just push you a little bit. Put the French fries out of your sight. So you'd have to ask for it and think about it. Okay, that's a nudge. The next thing is shove. We're about the end of that, where they've shoved you around and silenced as many people as they possibly can. There's still more left in this, but not a lot of gas in that tank. The next one is round them up, put them in jail, or shoot them. That's just historically speaking. I'm sure it's completely different all over the world now, this time. So this is ESG, the whole cancel culture, weaponized government, and family against family. How many families are turning on each other? People, neighbors. The thing that made America truly remarkable was our kind of innocence. We trusted people, and maybe we shouldn't have, but we did. We trusted people. Nobody does that in Europe, because they've had the KGB and everything like it. They've been turning people in, their neighbors in over and over again. Don't trust people. That's about to change in America, and it's not a good change. Finally, they begin prepping and building our new society based on the technology that most of us don't even know about. Central bank digital currency is just one of the emerging technological advances that they have big plans for. They will control what you buy. They will monitor your activity. When you get to quantum computing, once we hit a certain number of qubits, and they keep changing the number of qubits, you will not have any codes. Nothing will be secure. It's almost like in the Bible where it talks about there will be no secrets. Everything will be screamed from the rooftops. Yeah, it's coming. With quantum computing, the end of death. Not because, let me give you this. I just went, and I've been reading about it for about 4 years. I was just in England, and I saw a show with my family called the ABBA Experience. Don't hate me, but I love ABBA, and so does every member of the family. So we went, and it's a show with ABBA, except they're not there, okay? They're holograms. And I'm a lover of technology. I love new tech. I've been watching hologram technology for quite a while. Wildly expensive and difficult and pretty good. Then I went to see the ABBA Experience. You won't find real videos deeply about this because they want you to experience it yourself. I will tell you, my daughter, who did not know they weren't real, when Mom said, Cheyenne, do you think they look real? She said, what are you talking about? She said, do they look real? She said, what do you mean? She said, they're holograms. She had no idea, and it's one of the best experiences I've ever had in a concert. And my son, who is now 18, said to me, Dad, this is both thrilling and terrifying at the same time.